Welcome back to the pods. Today we're talking about a 21-year-old winger called Abimbola Obasoto. Born the 7th of June 2002, he grew up in Ireland where he played from a very young age for Leixslip United up until 2016 when he and his family moved to England. There, he and his brother played with a few different teams but found a home then with Morecambe at youth level. But unfortunately, he didn't get offered a pro deal after a couple of years there. This would have obviously been a blow for any player, especially a young player of that age, at a very young age. But he didn't let it get him down, didn't let it stop him, and he went on to get first team football, albeit in non-league, but with Bury AFC. Of course, they were in the league proper, but they went bust. And anyway, he signed for them on the 16th of July 2021, where he racked up 40 appearances, 13 goals, and 11 assists. Needless to say, after Bury, there was a lot of interest in him, but injury kept him out. Unfortunately, he got injured just before the end of the season, and kept him out. He signed for Macclesfield at just 20 years of age the following season, 23rd of September 2022. End of December 22, he was looking for a new club. He joined Clitheroe, making 14 appearances, scoring 3. The following season, August 23, he signed he signed for Bury FC, who were basically a reincarnation of Bury AFC. On the 27th of October 23, he's now a 21-year-old at that stage. He signs for Radcliffe FC. Then he signed for Guiseley AFC under his former Bury manager in January just gone, 24. Now this is where he comes into our type of player that we like to talk about and we like to have on our list. He has now made an unusual, exciting and brave move, you'd have to say. He's left the shores of England. He's not going back to Ireland. He's signed for a third division, third tier Swedish team, Torns IF. Their season starts, I think, the 29th of March. So more or less, about 2 weeks away? Just over. And their season runs until November. So obviously, the top tier in Sweden is a big league. If he plays well week in, week out, and stands out this season, perhaps a move there may materialise. Therefore, in a year, he could be right up there in his career, garnishing the attention of clubs and countries alike. Obviously, don't know the length of his contract. You'd imagine it's a year-to-year kind of thing. But again, I'm not up on Swedish third division. So even if he did have a multi-year deal, you'd imagine a small transfer fee could attain his services from a big Swedish or Scandinavian team, perhaps, or club elsewhere in the world. So you'd imagine there wouldn't be too many restrictions to him moving if a better opportunity arises. Still, it's the third division in Sweden. Wouldn't be well known as a top league, but it's definitely a good. The third division, but it's definitely a good standard. So, and there has been players at the club he's at now, Torrens IF, that have gone from that division into the top division in Sweden. So it's a path that's already been walked or played through. So that is an avenue. Again, basically you could go anywhere, but that is a route that has been previously done. So besides Ireland, he also qualifies internationally for Nigeria through his parentage. I'd imagine England as well through residency. As far as I know, he hasn't had any official caps, underage caps yet. But he's outside of that now. But still, he probably wasn't too far off. When he was at Morecambe, he would have been on radars for Ireland anyway. And as I said, it didn't work out from there, but he's done the hard work now, and he is a seasoned pro now. Under non-league football in England is a tough place to be, so to go into it at such a young age and excel, he's had a few ups and downs, but injuries do that. The Swedish move is a gutsy one, and if all goes according to plan, by the end of the year, as I said, he could be courting much bigger clubs, much bigger interest from Sweden, back in England, Europe, elsewhere. Like, he could bounce around in the lower divisions in England, he could have, and non-league, and nothing wrong with that. But if you want to get up the ladder, which every player does, and at such a young age, that's his main aim, you need to think outside the box, and that's exactly what he's done. Breaking the seal and moving outside your comfort zone, so England, Ireland, kind of Scotland region, is always tough, but it isn't. He's basically he isn't leaving any stone unturned, and that in itself is impressive and to be applauded, and a sign he's willing to do whatever it takes, which will surely impress future club suitors. He's really in a good spot, as I said. He just needs to have a good season now, and the world is his oyster. All he really needs now is to let his football do the talking on the field, get week in, week out football, and stay injury free. Fact, he has prioritised first team football at such a young age, a few years ago now, and he's willing to go down the levels to do it in a very physical and tough non-league system in England. Shows he isn't afraid to put in the hard work, take the long road, and basically away from the glitz and glamour. He could have gone to another youth setup somewhere else, perhaps further up the leagues, and had a bit more pampering, but he's gone out and he's done the hard work. So no doubt he want to put a whole season behind him now in the first team in the Swedish third division, and which kicks off, as I said, the end of March, and he's just started pre-season. So exciting times basically lie ahead for him now, and if all goes according to plan, playing week in, week out football, the future will be bright. The hard work he's put in already at this early stage in his career will pay off, should pay off in the near future, and come January, so January 25, which is not even a year away now, who knows where he could be at, what club he could be at, what level he could be at, and routes and avenues open to him. Once you've moved abroad, really the ceiling is gone, and you're just willing to go anywhere. And there's a lot of opportunities out in the world once you don't restrict yourself to the conventional English routes that a lot of Irish players take. It's great if it works out, but it for various reasons, unluck, injury, it mightn't work out in England, and that's not the end of the story for players. So it's great to see him taking a different avenue, and I'm sure it'll pay off. If you liked the video, send us a subscribe, like, comment. We'd love to hear from you, and as always, we'll be watching.